Hello, 9th standard CBSE children. Have a good day. Have a nice day. I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to do the topic same chapter 7, diversity in living organisms, part 2 as video number 15. Right? Video number 14 we have just started the lesson, and the continuation of that is the 5 kingdom concept we have learned, right? Then there is a small correction as video number 14 and 15. As such, it would have been for a revision of your exam that you have written, but it is not so. We are just continuing the lesson, chapter 7, diversity of living organisms, as video 14, 15, so on. Right? Now this part 2, now we are going to do as 5 kingdom concept we have studied. Yeah? Under that we have done kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Right? And salient features of that we have done, and I have given question bank also, comparative salient features of these 5 kingdoms. Are you clear? And today we are going to do kingdom Plantae. Details about kingdom Plantae. What is that? Kingdom Plantae is about plant kingdom. Plant kingdom is nothing but the plants, is it not? Different groups of plants, right? Now the major groups of plants are as major group as Thallophyta, Bryophyta, second one Bryophyta, and third one Pteridophyta, and fourth one is Spermatophyta. Clear? Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, and Spermatophyta. Phyta referring to plants. Okay. Now this Thallophyta, the features as it is said, as the plant body, it is called thallus. Plant body is called thallus. Okay, and it is mainly green thallus, characterized by kingdom Plantae, characterized by the presence of chlorophyll. Right? Now this thallus, it is said because there is no root, stem, and leaf. So otherwise I say absence of root, stem, and leaf. Instead, it is formed of something, and that something is called thallus. Are you clear? So first plant body is called thallus, and it is mostly unicellular. They are unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular and multicellular. Okay. And then the plant body, it may be branched or unbranched, filamentous or non-filamentous, and it may occur in single or a colony. Right? So first thallus is the plant body, and it is unicellular or multicellular, and it may occur in single or in colony. Singular example, Chlamydomonas, only one unicellular organism. Whereas colony example, volvox, they always occur in groups like this, as groups. This is volvox colony, and these are all gelatinous mucus. It is, and among the gelatinous mucus, numerous volvox will be grouped. That is volvox colony. Whereas Chlamydomonas, it is a single-celled organism like this, characterized by the presence of cup-shaped chloroplast. This is cup-shaped chloroplast. Okay, has cup-shaped chloroplast, characteristic of this organism Chlamydomonas, right? And then fourth one, the thallus may be branched or unbranched. Thallus may be branched or unbranched. These are all characteristic features of the first major plant kingdom, Thallophyta. Okay, it is branched or unbranched. And then filamentous, as filamentous or non-filamentous. Filamentous or non-filamentous. Non-filamentous Chlamydomonas, filamentous வந்து Spirogyra. Filamentous Spirogyra. Are you clear? And then the chloroplast, presence of chloroplast is the characteristic feature of this group Thallophyta. Okay, and this chloroplast, it may be of different size, as spiral shaped chloroplast in Spirogyra, or it is star shaped chloroplast in an algae called Zygnema, or cup shaped chloroplast as in Chlamydomonas. I hope you follow this. Presence of chloroplast is the characteristic feature, and then these chloroplasts, they may be spiral as in Spirogyra, or star shaped as in Zygnema, and cup shaped chloroplast in Chlamydomonas. Are you clear? Right. So first characteristic features of first major kingdom or division, as it is given in our textbook, as it is Thallophyta. Phyta referring to plants, right? Thallus is the plant body where absence of root, stem and leaf. Instead, it is represented by a flat or these cylindrical or filamentous structure that is called thallus. Okay, and it may be unicellular or multicellular, and it is occurring in single, example Chlamydomonas, and then our colony. And it may be motile or non-motile. Motile organism, they have a small whip-like structure called cilia. This locomotory organ, a small whip-like structure called cilia. Whereas non-motile, they don't move. Motile, example Chlamydomonas. Non-motile, example Oregonium or Yellowthrips. So it may be motile or non-motile. Motile or non-motile in nature. I hope you are following this. So that is kingdom Plantae. And the first group சொல்லிருக்கேன். நம்ம textbookல என்ன சொல்றோம்னா, plants do not have well differentiated body design, and the plants in this group are commonly known as algae, and these plants are predominantly aquatic form. That is most important. Habitat is aquatic form. Example Spirogyra, Yellowthrips, Cladophora, Cara. Right? I repeat, Spirogyra, Yellowthrips, Cladophora and Cara. See this diagram. Our textbook diagram, you can check. I hope you understand. Then this plant group Thallophyta, one more I would like to say. Plant group Thallophyta. Example Oscillatoria, Chlamydia monas, Sargassum and Polysiphonianum. As presence of the pigment chlorophyll plus additional pigments will be present, as brown pigment phycocyanate and phycoerythrin, and red pigment and blue-green pigments. Okay, and based on that, this algae, they are classified into different subclasses as Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. I repeat, Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Okay, and the pigmentation is also differing in all these subclasses, but definitely chlorophyll will be present. And in say for example, brown algae, chlorophyll will be present, but that brown pigment will be little dominant. Okay, so it is Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae, example Chlamydia monas, Volvox, Ulothrix and Spirogyra. I repeat, Chlorophyceae, example Chlamydia monas, Volvox and Spirogyra. Whereas Phaeophyceae, example Laminaria, Sargassum and Ectocarpus. Laminaria and Sargassum. This rendu nyabachko. Laminaria and Sargassum. Whereas Rhodophyceae, it is Porphyra and Gelidium. Porphyra and Gelidium. I hope you understand this. So, what are all the characters of division Thallophyta? The plant body is thallus. சிலதெல்லாம் நம்ம புக்ல இல்லை, ஆனா நீ இந்த வீடியோவை கொஞ்சம் பாஸ் பண்ணியாவது இந்த கேரக்டர்ஸ்லாம் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோ. Right? Plant body is thallus, green in color, and all of them are aquatic form. And I will again aquatic form, habitat, aquatic form, and then reproduction. Habitat, it is aquatic, and reproduction, it is asexual and sexual method. Reproduction is by asexual and sexual method. So, characteristic features of division Thallophyta. Plant body is called thallus. When I use plant body is called thallus, green in color, aquatic habitat. Second one, they are unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular or multicellular. Third one, they occur in single or in colony. Single, example Chlamydia monas. Colony, example Volvox. Spelling padhu. Colony, example Volvox. Next, the thallus may be branched or unbranched. Spirogyra, unbranched filament. Okay, and it may be first branched or unbranched, and the thallus may be filamentous or non-filamentous. Filamentous, example Spirogyra. Non-filamentous, example Chlamydia monas. Ulothrix. And then presence of chloroplast is the characteristic feature, and even in that the chloroplast is forming different sizes and shape in different algae, as spiral shaped chloroplast in Spirogyra, star shaped chloroplast in Zygnema, and cup shaped chloroplast in Chlamydia monas. And then they are characterized by these chloroplasts. They are characterized by the presence of reserve food material called spirinoids. Characterized by the presence of reserve food material called pyrenite. I hope you understand. So here first one example I'll draw on the board. This is Spirogyra single cell, having outer cell wall, inner to that cell membrane, inner to that cell membrane, and then it has spiral shaped chloroplast. Otherwise we say ribbon shaped chloroplast. This is ribbon shaped chloroplast. Okay. So as this ribbon shaped chloroplast occupies the center portion of it, the nucleus is pushed towards the lateral side. Nucleus is pushed towards the lateral side. So this is nucleus. This is nucleus. Okay. So here this is spiral shaped chloroplast. I hope you understand. Now in this, the dots, they are the pyrenoids. These are all pyrenoids. The reserve food material is located in this. Right? So this is spiral chloroplast. Spiral chloroplast. And this is pyrenoid. Spiral chloroplast, and this is spirenoid. I hope you understand this. So first, I just repeat this as classification of plant kingdom. It is kingdom plantae as kingdom. First one, division Thallophyta. Plant body is the thallus, and then Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, and Spermatophyta. In Thallophyta, plant body is the thallus, and typical example algae, and all of them are aquatic form. Right? The next one, Bryophyta, it shows amphibious mode of life. What does it mean? Amphibious, na? They live in water and then land. Yeah. Amphibious mode of life. I hope you could recollect this. Just okay. So this amphibious mode of life, it has first what to say? First amphibious level, water is a must. Water is a must to complete its life cycle. Otherwise we say moisture is needed to complete its life cycle. This is for bryophyte. Just a brief note. Another amphibious mode of life. Moisture is needed to complete the life cycle. Now this plant body in bryophyte, they exhibit both the form. First one thallus, another one plant. It is having a plant as a root-like, stem-like and leaf-like structure. Both the forms are present. Regular bryophytes. Okay. So we say bryophytes. It includes liverworts and mosses. Bryophyte includes liverworts and mosses. Liverworts, it is thallus-like plant body, whereas mosses, it shows root-like, stem-like and leaf-like plant body. But they are not the true root, stem and leaf. Okay. And then this bryophyte, it is classified into three classes as class Hepatica, class Anthoceratae and class Myosi. I repeat, class Hepatica, class Anthoceratae and class Myosi. Three classes. Okay. Whereas here there are different classes based on the chlorophyll pigment and the reserve food material. So, chlorophyll pigment, அப்புறம் வந்து என்ன சொல்றது, the shape of the chloroplast. There are 12 classes in Thallophyta. Whereas in Bryophyte, there are only 3 classes. What are all? Class Hepatic, class Anthoceratae, and class Muci. Sorry, when I board spelling, just wait. Class Hepatic, example Rixia and Markantia, and Anthoceratae, example Anthoceras, and class Muci, example Funaria. I hope you understand. So, Rixia and Markantia, Anthoceratae, example Anthoceras, and Muci, example Funaria. I hope you understand. So, the Thallophyte matter one second go through panel I padikapren. Go through panel for a second. For a second, go through panel. Go through panel. Thallus is the plant body. I am going to rub the board. Thallophyta. Shall I? So here, next one, division 2 as Bryophyta. Division 2, Bryophyta. Division 2, Bryophyta. It shows amphibious mode of life. It shows amphibious mode of life, right? So it has both aquatic and terrestrial. Habitat, aquatic and terrestrial. Aquatic and terrestrial conditions. Are you clear? And then the plant body is thallus and also plant-like. Plant body is a thallus and also plant-like, right? Thallus, example, Rixia. Thallus, example, Rixia, structure like this. A rosette of appearance. Is having a thallus, Rixia, rosette of appearance. This is Rixia thallus. I hope you could follow this. Whereas plant like it is it is Funaria. It is Funaria as root like. They are not true root. It is root like and then stem like and leaf like structure like this. Stem like, root like, stem like and leaf like structure, and this is a capsule. This is called capsule. Sorry? So this is called capsule. Just to go through this a second, we will continue. So we will just continue. Bryophyta as amphibious plant showing 2 modes of life as aquatic and terrestrial, and moisture is needed to complete its life cycle. And then the plant body is called thallus and plant-like. Thallus plant body, example Rixia and Markantia. Now this Rixia and Markantia, first it is having dorsiventral thallus. The thallus is dorsiventral. Dorsiventral na having dorsal side and ventral side. That is anterior and posterior. Top and bottom. The top bottom la inge varukadu. We should use the technical term as dorsal side, ventral side. Okay, front side and back side solula. Adhe mari in the thallus ko front side and back side undu. Front side is dorsal, back is ventral. Okay, so the thallus is dorsiventral in nature, and then it is said, what is it? Bryophyte and pteridophyte, to some extent spermatophyta. It shows the most important alternation of generation. Important phenomenon called alternation of generation. What do you understand by that? Generation is occurrence of plant in one period of time and then it changes to next. Yeah. So the plant shows, these three divisions show alternation of generation, where we come across two terms. One is gametophyte, and other one is sporophyte. Another one is called sporophyte. What does it mean? As the name suggests, phyta always plants. It is gametophyte. It produces gametes. Okay. So what does it mean further? Gametophyte produces gametes. It undergoes sexual reproduction. Whereas sporophyte, spores will be produced, and that spores definitely produced by sporophyte, and it is asexual reproduction. I hope you understand. So gametophyte, it is sexual life cycle, and this is it is asexual life cycle. I hope you understand. So this sexual life cycle, where I will come to that next. So first we have dorsiventral thallus. It exhibits important phenomenon called alternation of generation, where gametophyte and sporophyte alternates with each other, right? And then in plant-like structure, example funaria, where it is having root-like, stem and leaf-like structure, and this is a spore-producing organ that is called capsule, which in turn enclosing the sporangium, which in turn encloses the spores. I hope you follow this. And then in bryophyta, it is, as I said, very important. One minute. Please say, just wait. I'll show this way I represent. In bryophyte, first we say alternation of generation, where the plant body, here it is a gametophyte. Plant body is the gametophyte, right? Then it is sexual reproduction, and then the plant body is called thallus. Okay, and the thallus is dorsiventral in nature, and that thallus further producing the sex organ antheridium, producing sex organ antheridium and female sex organ archegonium. Female archegonium. This is antheridium and this is archegonium. Okay. So now this antheridium is male இந்த symbol வந்து male, இது வந்து female, right? And this antheridium produces antherozoids. It produces antherozoids. நம்ம வந்து sperm சொல்ல மாட்டோம். It is antherozoids. Okay. Whereas Archegonium, it is producing the ovum. It is producing the ova no சொல்லலாம். சரியா? And then this antherozoid and the ovum on fusion, egg. Ovum ல கூட சொல்ல மாட்டோம். It is egg. It produces egg. On fusion, fertilization will occur. Fusion, zygote will be formed. Here, fusion, zygote will be formed. Okay, and this zygote will develop into sporophyte. And this sporophyte will produce the sporangium. Produces the sporangium, in turn spores, and that develops into gametophyte. I hope you are able to follow this. Idhula, what you have to understand, from gametophyte till fusion, this is sexual reproduction. And the formation of zygote to spore formation, it is asexual reproduction. Formation of zygote to spore formation, this is asexual reproduction. That is why they alternate each other. We say division, bryophyta, pteridophyta and spermatophyta exhibit the phenomenon alternation of generation, where in bryophyte, gametophyte is alternating with the sporophyte. That is alternation of generation. So the plant body, what we are seeing is the plant body gametophyte, and they undergo sexual reproduction. So here we come across one more term as haplontic. As haplontic. Then second one diplontic. Second one diplontic. And third one haplodiplontic. Are you clear? As haplontic na, first it is sexual reproduction, and then it is alternating with the asexual reproduction. So these are all haploid in nature. Formation of sperm, formation of male and female gamete as antherozoid, and the egg. They are haploid in nature or n number in nature. So it is sexual reproduction. And then after fusion, zygote is formed, and from zygote onwards it is diploid. 2n chalum. It is diploid. This will undergo meiosis to produce the spores. So here it is diplontic life cycle. So as it exhibits both the haploid and diploid life cycle, it is alternation of generation. This is the characteristic feature of phylum, division, bryophyta, pteridophyta and spermatophyta. I hope you are able to follow this. Then one more, this thallophyte, bryophyte and pteridophyte, they are also coming under the group cryptogams, and the spermatophyta as phanerogams. As these three, they are non-flowering plants, whereas spermatophyta, they are flowering plants, right? Seed-bearing plants. Under that, spermatophyta, they are further divided into gymnosperm and angiosperm. Spermatophyta further divided into gymnosperm and angiosperm. Now this angiosperm further as monocot and dicot, right? Whereas gymnosperm, it is cycadales and coniferales. It is as cycadales and coniferales. So here I repeat. I'll come to Bryophyta classification. It is class Hepaticae, class Anthoceratae, and class Musae. Hepaticae, undifferentiated thallus. Anthoceratae, sporophyte, is differentiated into setae and capsule, whereas Musae has root-like, stem and leaf-like structure. This is for Bryophyta. Whereas Pteridophyte, their first root system is started developing. Presence of vascular tissues, xylem and phloem will start appearing from this plant group onwards. Okay, and they are further classified into Xylophyta, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida, and Pteropsida. I repeat, Xylopsida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida, and Pteropsida. Example, Xylotum, Lycopodium, Echisitum, and Nephrolepis. Are you clear? Now this pteridophyte, it is the first successful group of cryptogams. First successful group of cryptogams to live on land with a vascular system. They are called vascular cryptogams as xylem and phloem are present in the order to conduct the water and food. And these plants are living since Jurassic period. In the phylogeny geological time scale. Jurassic period appearance of pteridophyte is there. Okay. The leaves are called frond, that is sporophyll. They bear sporangia on the ventral side. Here, this pteridophyte, here sporophyte is alternating with the gametophyte. Alternation of generation, sporophyte is alternating with the gametophyte. And the leaf bear the sporangia. And this leaf which bears the sporangia, they are called sporophyll. Okay. And the leaves are dimorphic as two types of leaves in Selaginella. Leaves are dimorphic as two types of leaves in Selaginella. Then stem is a rhizome. They are seedless true land plants. They produce by means of spores. Spores may be homosporous, only one size and shape, similar size and shape, or heterosporous as smaller and bigger. Micro and megaspores will be present. And sporophyte alternates with the gametophyte. That is the life cycle of sporophyte, pteridophytes. Okay. Then gymnosperm, the plant body is differentiated into root, stem and leaf. Well developed root system and taproot system will be seen, and leaf size will vary in nature as needle shaped leaf. The pine coniferous forest pine leaf, they are needle shaped structure. And gymnosperm, they undergo secondary thickening. thickness of the stem, the girth of the stem is increased. That is secondary thickening. And it is also exhibiting alternation of generation, where sporophyte is alternating with the gametophyte. Okay, and we say it is a seed bearing plant. Gymnosperm is a seed bearing plant but non-flowering. So these seeds are borne on a special type of structure called cone, as female cone and male cone. It is dioecious. Male and female plant is separated, dioecious. Okay, so they are present in the form of cones. Okay, ikella na figure tandiruken. When the video purudhu, the examples will be done on the video screen, right? And it is of type as 4 types as cycadales, ginkgoales, coniferales and needles. நான் வந்து இது ரெண்டும் போட்டுருக்கேன். இது அடுத்த ரெண்டு வந்து ரொம்ப காமனா சொல்ல மாட்டா, அதனால நான் இது எழுதிக்கிறேன். Cycadales, coniferales, ginkgoales and needles. Ginkgoales and needles. இது வந்து G silent and needles. Okay, same way நம்ம pteridophyte சொல்லுவோம்ல, அதுல P silent. Okay, so here gymnosperm, they are classified into cycadales, example cycas, ginkgoales, example ginkgo biloba, and coniferales, example pinus, and needles, example needle. Sorry, and cycadale, they are palm-like small plants, erect and unbranched. Leaves are pinnately compound, forming crown. Compound leaf, na? The leaves are occurring in small sizes. They are called leaflets. இப்போ வேப்பமரத்துல நம்ம ஸ்கூல்ல சுத்திலாம் அது வந்து having compound leaf. அந்த compound leafல each அந்த அதுல உள்ள ஒரு இலைக்கும் பேரு leaflet. சரியா? Then taproot system is present. And this taproot system, they have a special type of root called coralloid root. This is characteristic features of class cycadales. Okay, the next one, ginkgoales, Ginkgo biloba. It is the only living species on the group. Ginkgoales la Ginkgo biloba mattana at present existing, and it is having a fan-shaped leaf in a large tree. It is a large tree with the fan-shaped leaves. Okay. Then next class on the coniferales. Example pinus, as evergreen trees with cone-like appearance. Another coniferales. The chauku maram solluvola adu. Evergreen trees with cone-like appearance, and needle-like leaves or scale leaves, and seeds are winged. Winged shaped leaves will be present. Last on the needles, small group of plants with advanced characters, and ovules are naked on a flower-like shoot. Naked ovules will be present. So this is for kingdom Plantae. As 4 division: Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta and Spermatophyta. Thallophyte, Bryophyte and Pteridophyte, they are coming under a common group, phanerogams or cryptogams, non-flowering plants, whereas a non-seed bearing plant, whereas Spermatophyta comes under phanerogams, seed bearing. They are further classified into gymnosperm and angiosperm. So this is the salient features of kingdom Plantae. This is for chapter 7, diversity in living organisms, video 15. We'll continue in the next session. Right? Go through the lesson. Some of them features are not given in the book, but you need to elaborate. So pause this video wherever you want and learn the extra points. We'll continue. Thank you.